This is my local copy for YouTube, just in case Twitch goes crazy. And also I can record it at a higher quality. So everything I put on YouTube is like 1440p, and obviously when you stream at a bit less quality. Let me move my microphone just a little bit closer. Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Mass Effect. I have been doing some things, a few things off camera, nothing serious, but what I've been doing is getting money and experience by exploring planets on the chart. So like I've been going here, I've been carefully avoiding certain places, but like I've been going to different systems and exploring the planets, not landing on them. I haven't landed on a single planet. But like you go to certain planets and it'll have, you know what, I'll show you guys. I'll be doing this now, so I'll show you guys. I've also been very careful not to go to certain places like here, because there's a cutscene involved for missions that we won't do yet, but I want to record the cutscene, so for example, let's go here and I'll show you.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander. Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
No, my top priority is to save this guy. What are you talking about? My top priority is to neutralize the biotics. How about saving some guy's life? How about that? Admiral Hackett? By the way, this is Admiral Hackett. He'll be giving us missions as the game progresses through his voice. We never see him in the game per se, but he'll give us little missions.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you
He's a
taking
good
the
guy.
time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to take this on yet. I'm not going to try right now. Have I played Mass Effect Andromeda? No, I have not. And I don't know if I will. Like, a lot of people kind of want me to, but I've heard that the game is really bad. And not really Mass Effect, and you know, I've had no desire to really play it. I know things have improved, I know there's mods now, but like, I'm not driven to play that game at all. So, yep, that's that for now. So, some of these planets have, yeah, like things here, you can survey it. I'm not going to read all the descriptions for the planets, guys, don't ask, I'm not going to do it. But you can get things like the Prothean data disk recovered, and that gives you money and experience, and I've been doing that as much as I can, and I'm going to do that everywhere right now to get as much money and experience as I can before I have to go into another fight, because I keep dying, and I don't want to die. It makes me drink the bad bean juice. Alright, usually you can find some secret little thing in the asteroid belts somewhere right there. Haha. You can survey that. Light metal surveyed, very nice. So I plan on doing some side missions and some exploration before I go to Therum to go after Benezia's daughter, just to level up a little bit. But I don't think I can do this yet. I am not confident in my ability to take that on, so we are just going to retreat for now. It's on our list of things to do. But yeah, I've explored a few of these so far, and I've actually made a list of what I have found. so that I can make sure to go back there. And a lethargic has redeemed a question from the Book of 3,000 Questions, and he wants me to answer question number 2,999. Alrighty then, we're going all the way to the back of the book. Also, I would like to stress, guys, try not to ask the same questions, which obviously you're not, but I'm not marking which questions we have answered and which ones we haven't, because with 3,000 questions, unless you're trying to get me to answer the same questions, we shouldn't have too many repeats. Hey Shadow, how's it going? Alright, question 2,999. What is something you wish you could avoid? I wish I could avoid drinking this thing right here. This, you hear that? That's the sound of torture. I wish I could avoid that. And we'll see how well I do. I'm not looking forward to it. But there you go. What a very pertinent question. I kind of want to explore everywhere as best I can. This is going to trigger a lot of cutscenes for quests that we will do at a later time. Yes, I'm talking about the coffee, Lethargic. But I want to get as much XP and money as I can, so... is that it? Is that the only things here? And we won't see everything. Some things become unlocked after you complete more of the main story. It's not just coffee, guys. I should stress this. It's instant
Commander,
coffee.
signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
With nothing in it.
Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
I should stress, Lethargic, I've put way more instant coffee in this cup than should probably be in there. Probably more than double the recommended amount. So, I'm not sure you would enjoy it. Especially without cream or sugar or anything. I know I certainly won't enjoy it.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I
Well,
appreciate that, Commander.
immediately is a strong word.
Fifth Fleet out.
We'll get on it, Admiral. We'll definitely get on it. Immediately? I don't think I'm high enough level for any of this stuff. I certainly don't have the gear I need. But we can do some surveys and get some cash and experience. Which, by the way, chat oh mine. This is an excellent time to ask me questions and stuff about Shepard or life in general. As I do this, because this isn't exactly the most thrilling gameplay. We'll get through it pretty quickly. You should also expect this, again, I'm trying to be careful to avoid any sort of spoilers. It's not really spoilers story-wise, so I think I'm safe without adding more to my counter. In Mass Effect 2, there'll be a mini game that I play, and typically instead of playing it throughout the whole game, I typically do like 1 3-hour session of this minigame to get everything I need, and then call it a day. So expect that when we start the second game. Alright, so that's that. Alright, and then we've got these 3 up here. I think I've explored everywhere else so far.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus.
Oh, wow!
Normandy, Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have
Hi,
identified
Arcade.
Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
How's it going? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Hello, Arcade, and all the people that are raiding me. We're playing Mass Effect. It's kind of a Mass Effect roleplay. This is Jade and Shepard, and we're spending a lot of time diving into what Shepard thinks and feels, and she's got a more fully fleshed out backstory. You know, the one thing that BioWare never really did, Shepard didn't have much conversation about how they felt on things. So we're adding a bit to that. But it's nice to meet you. Hey, Halo. Thanks, buddy. I'm doing great. As long as I don't die and have to drink this disgusting cup of Joe here, that's my punishment for dying. So I haven't died yet, so I'm great. Also, we're talking to Daddy Hackett. Surveillance drones.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
Absolutely, that is Lance Herkinson, and a wonderful voice actor he is.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Henriksen, what did
Let's
I say?
hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts.
Oh, please, I'm the logical choice for almost
We're transmitting
anything.
all
I'm
the
Shepard.
locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Oh, right, Daybreak fan. That is exactly it too. I loved him as Bishop. He was great. The hand to knife scene. Cinema magic right there. This is a whole huge side mission that we are not doing yet. But I'm gonna go explore some, survey some planets for some expensive cash. For those of you just joining, I'm playing this on Insanity, and every time I die, I have to punish myself by drinking something disgusting. So I am being as careful as I can, trying to get as much experience and money as I can, so that I die as little as I can. No problem, Arcade. That's generally how it goes. Take care, buddy. Thanks for the raid. Take care, Halo. Not landing there. Is that it? Is that all that's here? Just those 3? Looks like it. Alright. I never saw Transformers animated, but Transformers Prime, some of the best television out there. Love Transformers Prime. Like, I love Transformers in general. Like the Transformers IDW comic book run, phenomenal. Mwah, chef's kiss. Prime was fantastic. Never saw animated. I never saw Armada. There's a lot of Transformers I haven't seen, actually. Alright, Matriarch's writings discovered. Chips and homemade dip, pouring rain. Massive extreme. Aw, thanks, Bright Scales. Aw, you guys. You make this old man's heart flutter. Wow. Moderately old. Not young. Let's just say not young man. I'm not quite in my grave yet. I think that's all those planets. Did I check them all? Lethargic, if you're not very familiar on Transformers, watch Transformers Prime. It's a damn good show. It's the best iteration of Optimus Prime, I think, that shows his kind, gentle nature, yet also why he's the motherfucking leader. You know, I love it. Not gonna land there, nope, sir. But we are gonna explore this little asteroid belt for that. If you like comic books, the Transformers IDW comic book run is really good. It's also very expensive. Alright, I already checked that. Prime was... It was anime. It was 3D anime. It was computer animation. And it was really well done, computer animation. Very good. Very nice. You know what? I'll also say, surprisingly, I am a fan of the Michael Bay movies. The second one, not quite as much, but the first one I love. And the third one is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I adore the third movie. I understand it's not the best written movie. I understand that it's not, like, Emmy-worthy. But if you're going to a Transformer movie, you gotta set your expectations properly. It's giant robots beating the crap out of each other. And oh boy, that movie did something spectacular with that. Right? Steve Blum as Starscream in Prime is amazing, especially since it doesn't sound like Steve Blum at all until someone points it out. Like, that man has some serious vocal voice range. I had no clue that was Steve Blum until it was pointed out to me. And Steve Blum does a voice of a character in this trilogy, actually, who I can't say for spoiler reasons. Oh, by the way, everyone in the chat, this is going on YouTube as well, and we're doing a non-spoiler run-through. I've played this game like 12 times, but for anyone who hasn't played it before, we're avoiding future events. Story-wise. Gameplay-wise, we can talk about gameplay stuff, but story-wise, we're being careful. In fact, you see my little stat down there of accidental spoiler talk. That's the number of times that I have said something somewhat spoilery to try and remind me not to do it. Alright. Don't spoil. The ship turns around when we're only halfway there. Right? It's surprising how few people know technology these days. I'm here to explain to people that light doesn't travel faster through cheap optical cables than expensive ones. Alright, 4 and 5 Transformers. Look, I like Daddy Wahlberg, right? I mean, as much as the next man. I like Marky Mark. But those movies just didn't do anything for me. Alright, we got 2 more to go. Is this the only thing here? Alright. You know, I haven't seen all of Bumblebee. I just realized.
Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
Why is that happening? Who's doing that? No, guys, I haven't seen Bumblebee. I saw a part of Bumblebee, and I enjoyed it. I was watching it in VR Chat. VR Chat has, like, some movie theater places you can go, and I remember watching part of it. And then I just didn't finish it. I got distracted, and I never went back. God, I should go see that movie. I enjoyed it. I kind of want to finish it. I like Bumblebee.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
Mm. Yep, I understand bright scales. And VR chat is fun on desktop, but it truly is a different experience when you can go in VR. It's very different. Plus, you can watch 3D movies, which is always fun.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth lead out.
That's great. We're not going to do that yet. We're not doing any of these side quests yet because I don't know if I'm... Like, Mass Effect doesn't have a level scaling system, which I actually prefer. I enjoy it that way. But that means that some of these side quests might be way out of our league right now, and since I don't know which ones are and which ones aren't, I'm being very careful. I think that's everything here. And that was the only thing here. Alright. So one last place to go. Oh, okay. Well, that's that. That's that, I guess.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
I know, right?
Shepard,
We're really popular.
this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Okay. You know, I might be able to do this, actually.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
Oof.
That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he and his followers killed them.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Okay. I might be able to do this one. Poor Major Kyle. So Torfin was the Alliance retaliation for the Skillian Blitz. Shepard, don't listen to this part, alright? Shepard's got some traumatic issues from the Skillian Blitz. But after the Skillian Blitz, we retaliated by taking down a Batarian compound of terrorists, and they were pretty brutal about it, the Alliance was. So, yeah. And of course, Jaden would have read the reports. They would have known about Torfin. Alright, so that's the moon. Nope, that's also the moon. Okay, nothing there. Get a nice little survey going. And let's explore this asteroid belt. Ha! Give me the goodies. Give me the goodies. Very nice. All right. So we're gonna do this, but before we do this, let's see if we can get some gear or something. Let's see. See, look at that. 13,000 gold, 631 experience, and that's just from the stuff we scanned. And I leveled up. How about that? I'll actually do the level up when we're on planet. But I do have a decent amount of cash now. See, 37,000, which means I might be able to buy some better armor from my my rep downstairs. Oh, also, I need to talk to people. You know what? We're going to also talk to people because I haven't done any of that. So we'll talk to people, I'll buy some gear, and then maybe we'll go and try and help Father Kyle. And then we'll probably go to Therum, maybe? We'll see.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect.
Do I have a pilot?
Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
He's below average. Ha ha! Burn.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I like his hat. It's very nicely textured.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Are people disappointed in the graphics in this game? Really? Wow. I mean, maybe I just have realistic expectations of what the upgrade of a 2007 game would look like. I think they're phenomenal. They're better, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. They're better than what the mods could do, and the mods were great. The mods are great. They do have a different take on things, but I think that this is just as good, if not better, than the other mods, so, I mean, what are you expecting from a remaster?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
People were expecting a complete overhaul. Well, then they were wrong. I mean, BioWare made it very clear from the second they announced this game to limit your expectations and what they did do and what they didn't do. I think it's just gamers expecting and wanting too much. Look, there's stuff I want too. I wanted them to re-release the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer because it's great and it'd be great to have a player base again for the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. But they didn't, and they said they didn't, so I have no reason to be upset at them, really.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
What I'm really excited for is like Mass Effect 3. I want to see those graphics. That's gonna look spectacular. Like Mass Effect 3 has some of the best skyboxes in any game. And what I mean by skyboxes, I mean like when you're on a level and you look out to the horizon and you see things happening and you're just like, oh, that's cool. That happened a lot to me in Mass Effect 3. Well done, Lethargic. Well done.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
Shepard.
I don't fly with my feet,
Shepard.
Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I have to go.
Seriously, Shepard,
Alright,
you kind of
see ya.
deserve that. Kind of a dick move. We're talking to people. How close are we to leveling up to? Not. We're not close to leveling up at all. Fine. I was like, maybe talking to people will level me up. Ha!
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Alright, so one trait that Jane Shepard has picked up from her mom, Hannah, is that when you are dealing with soldiers under your command and they have, shall we say, problematic viewpoints, don't antagonize them. Don't anger them. Don't make them feel like they're not valid. Because it's a strong urge. You know, in today, a lot of people do it. If someone has a mindset that you don't agree with, even a harmful mindset, the prevailing mentality is to denounce them and insult them and call them N-words. Not, you I think you all know what I mean. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't change minds and hearts. And when there are soldiers under your command, it's even more important for you to get them on your side and for you to help them grow. And you're not going to help them grow by belittling them or antagonizing them. You're just going to make them dig their heels in. So she picked up from her mom a commanding technique, which is to listen, to hear, to acknowledge, and then to carefully, calmly, and politely offer alternative viewpoints. And eventually you'll get a lot more results that way.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
So, for example, with Presley, all right? He's stuck in the old ways of thinking. He acknowledges that. He knows on some level that he shouldn't be thinking this way, right? He acknowledges it. He's kind of justifying it right now, but he at least understands this is not really the best mindset to have. So give him time to work with the aliens and see that they are not monsters, and keep giving him general encouragement, and you might be able to change his mind. Certainly have a much better chance of doing it than like, you question my orders? How dare you?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander.
Oh, Presley.
Can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Presley! No! Come on! Put up my PTSD trigger counter thing. Guys, come on, stop bringing up. This should be known on the ship by now. Do not discuss the Blitz. She has issues with that. Oh man. for those of you who might be new and might not understand exactly what's going on here, in this Shepard's backstory, we went into much more detail of what happened in the Blitz. And basically, she lost all her friends and someone she loved. It's not a happy experience for her. And it also kind of made her snap a little bit and murder a bunch of bad people. And she has deep traumatic issues from it. So, bringing it up, not a good thing to do. Nope.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
All right.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think she was in the mood to talk to him much after that. Let's go talk to the people here.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
All right.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
All right. Bye. I like Jacquez a lot. She also has the right idea working in a low-light environment. I enjoy low-light environments. As a man who suffers from migraines and headaches on a constant basis, like my office, I always turn off the overhead lights, and I have like a more warm, low-level yellow lamp behind me. Low-level lighting is the way to go. Says the man currently in a very brightly lit room so that he can do face tracking. Ha!
Anything you need, Commander?
I don't get it. These graphics look fantastic. I don't know what people are complaining about.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Alright. Oh, let's go explore a place that most people never go to in these games. My quarters. My room. It's very sparse, but this is where Shepard will typically have her conversations with Hannah Shepard. Mama Shepard, you could say. She'll have him here. Oh, right. That's another thing I should always point out every stream. I have a Discord there where we talk about this and any of my other streams. In addition to the roleplay for this, I have supplemental material. I have emails, well, not emails, conversations, vid calls between Shepard and her mom that are fun, go a little bit more into Shepard's thought process and things like that. So you're more than welcome to check them out. But that's generally where she has those calls. Alright. I'll talk to you in a second.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Shepard's okay with rules for the most part. They're there for a reason. She's not dogmatic or anything. She knows that sometimes rules hinder, but you have to be very careful of choosing what rules hinder and what rules help.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Bryce scales about 20 years. I think 21 years to be exact. 21 or 22 years. So, not much time at all, actually. This one thing that's hard to kind of understand is that humanity... Imagine this way. In the year 2000, humanity didn't even know aliens existed. And now it's 2021. That's not a lot of time to get used to entire other civilizations and cultures.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
Yeah, that's a big thing for Shepard. We do not endanger innocence. Just like when Hackett was like, saving the hostage isn't the priority, and Shepard's like, yeah, it is.
Commander?
Wow, I'm amazed that you found me while looking for Draken Order of the Flame, because I don't think I ever played that game. Did I? Did I play that? Is that the old PS2 game? Wait, Lethargic. Is that old PS2 game that I adored when I was much younger and I played a little bit on YouTube? God, that was old. I played Draken, and I played Draken 2. Is that it? I might be misremembering. Man, those were old Let's Plays. Okay, I don't think I played Draken. No, what did I play? That was the prequel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I played Draken Order of the Flame. Oh my gosh, buddy. You found my early stuff. I am so sorry. I am immensely sorry. Right, I played Draken Order of the Flame and I played Ancient Gates. But I just never finished Ancient Gates. Fine. Exercise time, everybody. It's been redeemed. Give me a second. Alright. Okay. Alright. Leap motion. Let me activate my leap motion at least. There we go. Yeah. Wow. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is happening? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Well, that was fun. Alright. Turn leap motion off. There we go. Ancient Gates was on the PS2 title. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Lethargic. I was surprised to find out there was a game that came out before it. Oh boy, I must have played that back in like 2013. It was a long time ago.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
So this is one of the many hypocrisies of Shepard. If she fails, if someone dies under her command, she's failed. It's her fault. It's all her fault. If someone under her command, like Ashley, people die under her command, it's not her fault. She did the best she could. Sometimes these things happen. What was it? I think there was a TikTok video once where the guy was like, so if someone fails, hey, that's all right. You know, people fail. They just got to get up and move on. But if you fail, I failed? What did I fail? No, I said if you failed. Oh, thank God. No, I'm trash. I'm trash if I fail. Like that is very much Shepard right now.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Fair enough. Let's go talk to Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
So I'm going to say that Jaden just doesn't know much about the Genophage, right? I mean, she's just never... She's heard that it was a thing that happened, but she doesn't know the details of it.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Well...
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
No.
And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Oof.
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Some harsh language right there.
The Genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Hey, Eldridge. Hey, Ballroom.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the Genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Well, that's a story.
Shepard.
So, Jaden's view of the Genophage is very mixed right now, right? She's only getting the one side. She's probably heard the general the Krogan rebellions. The Krogans were winning, and they were going to take over the whole galaxy. So the Turians and Solarians infected them with the genophage, which won the war. Now she understands that the genophage is like a sterility thing that's killing them off. I think she thinks that's probably pretty harsh. If the genophage really is something that's just killing their race and slowly making them go extinct, that seems like a really harsh punishment. That said, she wasn't there, so she's withholding judgment about, like, should they or shouldn't they have, right? But she does think, wow, that sucks, and yeah, that's all she's got right now. More to come. More details to come later. Oh, give me a second here. Alright, look at the baby. I missed you. We get to see how well you've changed. That'll be fun. I'll go talk to you in a second.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Wow, I didn't realize Engineer Adams had so many freckles. Wow, are those freckles or are those moles? Beauty spots? I don't know what you call them. I just didn't realize he had so many of them.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Hang on a second. All right then.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Get ready for a conversation, boys and girls.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I mean, we're pretty much the bee's knees in shipbuilding. And the thing is, you have to understand that an interesting thing that's not really pointed out effectively enough, I think, is that when the humans came into galactic civilization, they were already very advanced for a species. They're not as advanced as the Asari, Solarian, or Turians, but they're close. They're advanced enough that they'd give them a run for their money in an actual war. And more advanced than, like, the Volus and the Hanar and the Elcor. So, one of the main reasons why humanity has moved so quickly has been because their technology has been comparable to the large three races before they even started entering the society. So humanity is kind of a bit special in the sense that they're the new kids on the block, but they're the new kids on the block with some hot, cool toys. So yeah, I know that was not the best analogy. I'm sorry. But this ship is special.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm getting some messages.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
That is true, Ballroom. Or maybe I should say Scott. The humans are as advanced as they are because they found the Prothean beacon. I didn't mean to suggest that the humans just did it through their own ingenuity and gumption. That is true. But, comparing most of the other races when they joined the galactic scene, the humans were very much a step ahead.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so so gradual that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Let's do it all.
So the Geth share brainpower?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Poor Jaden. She's not very technical. You know, my first Mass Effect playthrough on YouTube, I played an engineer who was like very tech savvy. Yeah, that ain't Jaden. Jaden ain't tech savvy.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, can't imagine why. God, I hope we don't do something like that when we make AI. If an AI starts showing awareness, like, treat it with respect. Maybe humans. Look, humans. Hang on. I feel like we should have a chat, guys. We are getting close in technology to creating AI. I mean, have you guys seen Replica? Eldritch, what's the name of that computer program that Katia and Thortian use? It's like an AI bot that you can have full-fledged conversations and write stories with. We're getting really close. So humanity, listen to me. How about when AIs come, we treat them with some respect so that they don't go all Skynet on us and wipe us out. That's all I'm saying. Just a little bit of basic human AI dignity. Huh? Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. We'll go ahead and we'll package that up and send it to the UN. I'm sure they'll listen to an animated cat boy in a Mass Effect jumper. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
True. Brightscales is talking about quantum computers. Quantum computers, for those of you who don't know, is a normal computer's processor. The processors that all of us normal plebs have in our computers are made up of thousands of little transistors that have two options, on or off, or 1 or 0, right? And through all of these, through the millions and millions and millions of them in your processor, we have computers. Everything that you see, everything that you're watching right now on your screen is because of all those little transistors that have 1 or 0, on or off. Quantum processors are new cutting-edge processors that are super experimental and very expensive that actually use quantum theory to give them a third position, which is, I forget what it's called, unknown? It's on, off, or undetermined, meaning it could be either or, which gives processors enormously more computing power. Because honestly, computer processors we're hitting a limit. We're getting to the point where transistors are getting so small that they won't be able to get much smaller. Like, once you get the size of an atom, you can't get much smaller than that. So sooner or later, our processors will hit peak processing power. But quantum processors are a real thing that could surpass that. But don't expect to be picking one up at your local Walmart anytime soon. So yeah, and quantum entanglement was always a thing. We've just discovered it recently, and it's real. So that's cool. Sorry, this tech rant has been brought to you by Squee, your local systems administrator. My apologies. Didn't I already say this one?
It's hard to feel sorry for you.
Nah, I guess not.
Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None.
What
Why
an
do you
assumption.
think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Again, what an assumption. They're AI, Tali. They don't think like us at all. How could we possibly assume anything about them? They have no use for us. How do you know they have no use for us? We're not AI. We don't think like AI. Like, I get why she thinks that. Her whole society thinks that. But and Shepard can see this, that's a massive assumption right there. What happens if you had said immediately, like if you had immediately said, oh my god, they're asking questions, they're sentient, they're aware, everyone across the planet, stop using Geth for slave labor. How about that? Or let's not even say slave labor, that's too harsh, because at the time they were robots. For menial tasks, stop it. Let's all stop, and then we'll reassess, and then we'll talk to the Geth. If you had done that, there's a very good chance they might not have killed you. You could have at least tried. I don't know. It's fine.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Oh, CMH, the second I started reading that, well, I'm gonna head out, I'm like, they're gonna make me exercise, aren't they? Yeah, and look at that. Hang on, everyone. I've got to do some reps. Ugh. Alright. What are we gonna do? We've done that, let's just do this. I feel like this one needs more. 6, 7. This is just a bicep curl. 8, 9. That doesn't really. 10 doesn't do anything. 10. We'll do 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, the bicep curl, like 10 reps doesn't do anything. I've got 8-pound weights, so they're not very heavy. So thank you for that, and goodbye, CMH. And where were we?
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Sorry, just readjusting myself. I realized that I was cutting off most of my my Jade and Shepard logo. Which, by the way, I am so tempted of getting an actual N7 hoodie like this and somehow getting this Jade and Shepard put on it. Oh, it would make me so happy.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Yeah, it's nothing. We've talked about everything.
I should go.
See you later.
Alrighty. Now let's go see if we can buy some equipment.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
What? Why? Why do I have to pay?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
Yeah.
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Like, I get why they do this for game purposes, but this is like the worst business strategy ever. I'm going to buy my own equipment and gear, and then I'm going to sit on a small military frigate with a crew of maybe 20 people and hope to somehow recoup my costs. I don't think this guy's taking business courses in college. I'm just saying. Hey, Shogun.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, hello. Ooh, I could afford you. Are you better? You are better, but what I really need... Oh, why are you... Oh, ooh, that looks better. Alright, let's compare here. That's a lot better shields. Better. Oh, this looks so much better. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna sacrifice quality for looks? Is this a question that you really need answered? Of course I'm going to sacrifice quality for looks. What kind of video game player do you think I am? First things first, let's sell some junk, huh? I'll do that. Do that. Sell all junk. That didn't help very much. Buy the duelist. What else you got, pal? I've got 13,000 left. Grenade upgrade. Ooh, interesting. Yes, I am probably going to end up drinking a lot because of this. I can't help it. Let's compare. Is that better than what I have? No, it is not. Eh. I don't have enough. Oh, I do have enough for that. I do have enough for that, and it is more damage. Okay, we'll buy it. Let me go equip that stuff. First things first, let's get that armor on. Oh, what is that? Oh, wow. That is not attractive at all. I've been lied to. I thought this armor would look better. It so does not. Oh well. Oh well. This is so much better than that other, so I guess I'm gonna wear it. I am not going to like it though. Oh boy. Do I have better? Yeah. Sniper rifle. We'll go for the hammer. Yes, but we're gonna do anti-personnel rounds, which gives me plus 15% to organics, and that's combat sensor 1. Recoil dampler. No, I don't think I need those for. I don't think I need either of these for a sniper rifle, so we'll just do combo or that. And then for you, we will put on you. We'll put no, not armor piercing. Improved sighting. Yeah, sure. Alright. Time to go help Father Kyle. How much is that scorpion?
Looking for supplies?
Yeah, I'm just curious, like,
Let's see what you got.
You
how
bet,
much is that scorpion armor? Just saying. That's 17,000. Okay, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. We might be buying that later. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, let's go, yeah, let's go to that moon. Hey guys, we're gonna get to drive the Mako for the first time. I'm very excited. They've apparently done a lot of work with the Mako. I was never as hard on the Mako as everyone else was, but I do understand that it had issues. We are going to take Garrus and Tally. Get used to that. Whee! Bum, bum, bum. I like it. Ooh. Oh, wait. So how do I zoom in? Wait, what's zoom in now? Oh, that's zoom in. Wait, what? Oh wow, okay. That's as high as I can go. Look at that. Hey, is that Clindigan? Is that Clindigan? Is that the Great Rift of Clindigan? Maybe. We'll see. Oh wow. Holy cow. And we have those. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so we have These horizontal thrusters didn't exist in the original game. Let's take a look here. We are here. This is an anomaly. This is the biotic compound. This is debris. So let's go there. It feels heavier, definitely. It's not as bouncy as the original Mako. And if you're sitting there going, I don't know, it seems pretty bouncy, you didn't see the original Mako. The original Mako was like trying to drive a beetle in low gravity. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, that's the wrong one. No, what? That's not what I meant to do. All right, fine. We'll go around. Come on, there we go, there we go. That's actually amazingly helpful. Eh. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. How do I get up there? That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, seriously, what the heck? Let's try this way. Oh my gosh. I just want to climb to get to that question mark game. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's much easier. I should have just done that from the start. Right? I need a Skyrim horse, I agree. Cluster prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Okay. Someone told me I should save before exiting. Actually, it was Bright who suggested that. Thank you, Bright. Something about a bug where you can't get back in sometimes. I'll take it. I'll take it all. I mean, it doesn't look as bad when the helmet's on. Maybe we just keep our helmet on. Oh, was it you? Oh, well, no, you're right. It wasn't you. Sorry. Well, thanks for the honesty, pal. It was... I feel like I need to give them proper credit. It was... Thalion. Thalion, thank you for the advice whenever you're watching this. Alright. Some light armor there. Let's take a look here. Oh, right! I need to level up everyone. So I got 4 points. I'm thinking I should really level up my shields, because like right now I could, if I fully max this out, I increase my shields by 270. Right now my shields are, well, not 270. They're 150. So in other words, I can triple my shields if I max out electronics. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on next. No, I should get Advanced Assassin. That's for sure. Yeah, and then I'm going to do electronics. What's dampening do? Oh, wow, okay. That's cool. Garrus! Buddy old pal. Let's do... Let's unlock your dampening. Let's also do... Give you one dampening. Alright, Tally. Let's bust out those shields. Sure. Now she's got more shields than anyone. Give you a little bit in pistol. Alright. I don't think there's anything here. It said there were tracks leading off to the southeast, I think. Map, southeast. Maybe it was southwest. We'll just go this direction. I don't see any actual rover tracks. Okay, well, the Mako's still not perfect. That was the wrong thing. That is super helpful, though. I love that. That is so good. I've wanted that in the Mako ever since the first time I played this game. I love the Mako. I adore it. I don't know why so many people hate it so much. I think it's wonderful. Alright. The Hammerhead's good too. Okay. Let's quick save. Give me a second here. Alright, let's get out. What? What? What was that? Why did that stop me? That's weird. Whatever. There's also something right there. I think I could climb this if I go down. The front of the rover is crumpled from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by the tires, silent in the near vacuum of atmosphere. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on. What? No, I need to get rid of those things. How do I do that? Ah, there we go. You're blocked. You're blocked. Yep, I know, guys. I'm getting rid of the AIs. I'm still new to the whole Twitch thing and how to take care of all that stuff. Alright, there we go. That's not what I wanted to do. There you go. There you go. There's a good Mako. This is crazy. Whee! All right, begin manual override. Okay, take all. Very nice. And I think all that's left is the compound now.